Hey y'all, working on a 299 Toyota Corolla. Working on the exhaust bolts. Sorry I haven't brought you a video in a little while. There was Christmas and then New Year's, and I hope y'all had a good Christmas and New Year's, but it was really hectic and stuff. So today we have a head or an exhaust bolt on the flange, on right after the exhaust manifold, right where the down 90 pipe would bolt up, right there. You can see where I've already done some work on it. I try to make my video guys a little bit shorter, so I try to do as much as possible before I bring you guys into the video. But anyway, so that bolt right there, the top, you can barely see like the threads and stuff they're just all rusted and galled. There's no way to get it out. But anyway, I was trying to get it out because the pipe in the back connected to the exhaust broke and put some tension and caused the washer that was rusted probably underneath to break off with this spring and everything. But luckily for me, the gasket was still inside the pipe. But I broke the head off when I was trying to take that bolt out. But I left most of the stud there. And so I'll explain what I did, because this car, it's older, it's not worth a lot. It's just my sister's beater. So we're just trying to get it back on the road and everything. And if you have something like this, maybe it'd help you out. So you can see here, these are the new bolts that I bought with it. So basically, this is the part you could see up in there that was would be bolted up in there, and down at the head is where it broke. Here's the head right here. So you can see exactly, only that little bit came off, about 1/4 of an inch that I lost. So what you got to do, this is the kit I bought, 36454. It's from Napa. I think it was like 12 bucks or something. You can probably get them at your local AutoZone, Advances and all that. So obviously the bolt was already screwed up in there, because normally you'd use the bolt to pull that spring tight, but obviously we can't do that. So what we had to do, and if you have a special tool, this would probably work for you just fine, but all I had was a C-clamp. So, and I had a couple pieces of copper wire. You probably could use, this is also a welding wire. I don't know how strong it would be, but you might, if you wrap it a couple times, you might be okay. You might be able to use some of that, since you're going to need a welder for this anyway. I've got my, this is my Lincoln down here. You can see it's the 125. Works really good for me. I love the thing. I've got it off eBay for I think 300 bucks back in the day, maybe 400, whatever it was. But even those ones like Harbor Freight would do you pretty good. But anyway, so you're going to wrap this wire in there, and you probably have to do one set at a time. That's what I had to do. So this blue wire, like say the blue wire wouldn't be in there, just the white one. You'd put it into this C-clamp, if you have a C-clamp. You tighten the spring down, and then you just take these, the two white ends, and you tighten it down basically. You know, if you can wrap some more wraps in there, if it's long enough. I wrapped 3 times, got some extra wire. You know, mine was just this long. And then I took a pair of needle noses and tightened it so that it was laying nice and flat. Kind of like that blue wire is in the back right there. It's nice and flat, and then I tied it real tight and stuff. And then obviously I took it out of the clamp and flipped it over and had enough room for the next wire, obviously. Tighten it back down and do that again. And then what it'll do is it'll hold that spring tight, because you only have so much room to weld on if you're going to do this trick. So once I got that all compressed and the wires were all tightened down, I took my washer, and I did have to cut a little bit off this sleeve, like that much, maybe 1/2 inch or something, to use the sleeve. Took the sleeve and the spring and the washer. I didn't need the bolt, because I was just going to use what's there. And what I did, let me take this, let me get underneath here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but clear in the back there, let me see if I can get that. Right there is where the pipe broke away from the muffler, and it caused it to pull pressure down and cause this washer, it was probably already rusted, to come off with the spring and everything. But so anyway, right up there is where I broke it off, and it's really hard to get to the other side, and it's just a lot of work to drill and tap it. So what I did was, like I said, I took that spring. I don't know if you can see it up in there, the shards of stuff on the side there. That's just insulation that burned when I welded this. But basically, I put that up in there, and used this magnet here to help hold the washer, steady the washer. And then I took the welding gun and I stuck it up in there. And I welded, you can see, all around the inside of that washer. And so far I cut the wires, used a pair of snips, cut the wires on the outside, so let that spring rock to do what it's got to do. And so far it seems to be holding nice and strong. And so if you've got a car that you don't really want to try to drill and tap and go through all this headache of maybe taking this CV axle out and everything to fix that, there's some quick things you can do, especially if you have a welder to do it. You can see I got jack stand on both sides here. After jacking it up, make sure I'm being safe. And I had the washer flipped like this, just so you know too, because you flip it like this, you can see the bow in it. It's easier to get the weld on it, the tack, whenever it's flipped like this up in there. So hopefully that helps y'all out. I try to keep my videos short as possible for y'all by trying to do most of the work and then just show you the aftermath. So, but that's one trick. You should be able to do it on some other vehicles, especially if you have a vehicle like this. This is just a beater. Like I said, it's 99 Toyota Corolla, so got it for like $500, so can't complain. And like I said, I checked with my borescope too that the gasket was still in there. If yours is not in there, this won't work unless you can find a way to get the gasket put back in there or put one in there. But other than that, hopefully it works. I'll let you all know. I can't see why it wouldn't hold up fairly well with that spring putting pressure down now after I cut those. Like I said, I cut the side snips and I cut those wires on the outside. The inside should loosen up as it works its way. But yeah, so you'll need just like welding gloves and helmet, and you're a welder. And also, oh, this cart, I don't know if you guys seen this cart in a while. I had this built, I bought this for like $100, $110 from Harbor Freight. It's the 4-drawer. Works really great. I got my welder underneath, and then this one other drawer I got materials for welding, plus little wrenches and stuff. Really love it. Really great cart. I really didn't want to have one of those welder carts that they sell for like $30, just because you don't get to, like, can't put a whole lot on it. And this, you can put a lot of stuff, and it's good for a lot of purposes. So, but I hope that helps y'all out. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for sharing. Please share to anyone that you think this would be interesting. Please like and subscribe down below. It really helped me out. I'm really trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And y'all are awesome, and I love you. And y'all have a great day, and be safe. And I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.